Asset Manager. Visit latrobefinancial. Deciding to invest? Consider the PDS from Latrobe Financial Asset Management Limited.
Upcoming album. It is called Layers. We've got the exclusive tonight, and to talk about it is Sarah Storick. G'day.
Hi, Beck. How you going?
Oh, really well, thank you. Sarah, thank you so much for joining us on the program. Thank you for giving us the exclusive on this new song of yours. And I will get to that very soon, but how have things been for you for 2024?
Oh, busy. Very busy with music and painting and boys and football, and it's gone so quickly. And, you know, they say, you know, don't blink or you'll miss it. That is so true of late. I just find as I'm getting older, the years are going a lot faster.
You do have 4 boys, Sarah. Remind Australia about their ages and where they're at school-wise.
It's a very hormonal ages at the moment. 15, 13, 11 and 9.
It amazes me how quickly the time goes, Sarah Storick. It feels like I was holding that 15-year-old backstage in my arms just yesterday, and of course he's your eldest, Harry, and it must be like a whirlwind. I mean, it's not like you stopped to have children. You've been giving us music throughout this time. How do you juggle it all?
Well, you just keep your toe in the water, basically, because, you know, a lot of people will come up and say, where have you been? And I'm like, I'm there. You just got to find me. The music world at the moment, or industry, that's just saturated in lots and lots of music. So it's difficult because as a mum, you're always trying to do both jobs well. And unfortunately, sometimes one overrides the other. But, you know, I've been in the music industry now for 25 years or so, and every now and then things pop up that you sort of is new. And this is an example. I'm driving to school it was yesterday, and the kids said, what was your very first song? Because we've been listening to The Voice, right? And of course, because Duncan and Brad are in it, and oh my goodness, Tori,
of course.
I'm 51 now, so my brain cells are going. And Tori, so we're watching and encouraging those guys. But the kids are saying, well, what was your first album? So I said, well, what do you mean? I couldn't make sense. I said, your very first, song, album. And so I put on Buffalo Bill. Well, they found it. Bill found it. And I said to Joe, you heard this song? He goes, no, I've never heard Buffalo Bill. So isn't that crazy how your kids, he's 9 and he's never heard my first song. So then the kids got out of the car and went to school, and I continued on listening to that album, Chasing Buffalo. I don't think I've listened to those songs for 20-something years. Right. And I don't know whether you've ever done that, Beck, but it's a trip, and it's like, wow, I just remember being back there and going, where is this journey going to take me? And these songs, I go, did I really write that? And it's that album is such a love song album. It's full of, it's crazy. Anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you all.
It really is. And I mean, I remember that time so well. That's when you and I met. And I remember those songs so vividly. And it doesn't seem like that long ago, but you did really take Australia by storm coming up with those songs. And it was, like you say, a whirlwind and at the time, and here we are all these years later, and we're heading towards, did I say album number 8, is that right?
Yeah.
8? Wow, we're about to play the second single from that upcoming album, which is called Layers. We'll chat about that in a second, but yeah, what a journey it has been, Sarah.
Oh, and throughout those years working with friends as well, friends as in people in the industry that you become great mates with, as well as working with other amazing artists, and just trying to stay in the game, really. And I think there's every now and then I go, that's it, I'm going to hang my boots up. You know, it's too hard. The only reason I write a song is because something in me stirs and I go, that is a song, and then I write. Before I know it, I've got a bunch of songs. I go, as if I'm going to give this up, I'm going to write another album. You know, things have changed so much, and now we're dropping singles before we release the album. There's so much going on, but it's still a lot of fun. And at the end of the day, how good is it to put out new music and a new story?
Well, and that leads us to this song, Layers, that we get the exclusive tonight on Saturday Night Country. It's not out until a few days' time, but we are so pleased to be playing it on ABC Country tonight. Layers it's a song about injustice, isn't it? It's an absolutely gorgeous song. You've never shied away from something that you really believe in. And I just realised as I'm speaking to you, I'm staring at a painting that you did for me that's up on my wall. I just have to add that because I know that as an artist, you do so many different forms of art. But Layers, tell me about this song because it's something that really did touch your heart, didn't it? And prick your conscience.
Well, I'm always protective over our children, and all I want for kids is to have a fair start in life because that's all they need to get on with the job. You can make mistakes after you're 18 and living in the real world. That happens because you're just learning. But, you know, kids need a fair start. And and I got a fair start growing up. And when there's a lot of my friends now, and I guess it's my age and a lot of my friends having teenage kids or kids that are just at that age where they're leaving school. So many stories about their girls struggling with mental health issues because of the social media impact. And I keep hearing it too often, and I know it's another song about it, but I got to do that. I got to write my song. So I've written it from, I guess, from them and how they must feel. And that's just been because I've been fed these stories from my friends. It's just to get out there and to remind young girls, if they happen to listen to this song, that, you know, there's many layers to us all, underneath all of those layers and everything you're going through, there's you, and you're unique, you're one of a kind, and you're beautiful, and let it shine.
Absolutely love that sentiment, Sar. And just listening to you talk about it and hearing this song for the first time, it occurred to me that you've never really shied away from stuff that really does make you think. And I think about back to Tears on the Telly and Land Cries Out, and those songs that you've written that really are, they're in your face honest. You know, you're not beating around the bush here. You're saying it as it is, but it's just you, isn't it?
Oh, I just get passionate about things. I get sooky about things, and I just stick up for, you know, people. And when you see beautiful kids being messed up by just absolute nonsense, you know, it's a worry. And I worry about my boys. Thank goodness I don't have girls to have to worry about all that side of, yeah. And it's nice again, like I said, Beck, to have new music out, a new story, and this new album that's coming up. It's not all heavy stuff like Layers. There's a lot of good stuff and light-hearted love and all of that we love to sing about, and yeah.
So looking forward to hearing the rest of the album, and the production on this is massive. Now you're heading out on the road. I know next week you've got some shows with Fanny. Tell me about these shows.
How good's that, teaming up with Fanny? And I always say our worlds have collided, and it might only collide once, I think, because she's so busy. I don't know if you've seen Fanny's schedule, but she's busy and I'm busy. But we just randomly went, hey, there's this little weekend, it's near where she lives, and I said, hey, do you want to do a couple of shows together? And so it's worked out. So yeah, we're at Upway on the 1st of November somewhere in the Dandenong Ranges. Yeah. And at Upway, and then we are at Tongala at the pub on the 2nd of November. It'll be really good fun. Yeah.
Oh, what a pairing. I certainly hope that's not the last time we see Sarah Storer and Fanny Lumsden together, because she's a great Aussie with some great stories as well, and what a great pairing that is. It's just so lovely to chat to you, to catch up, and to play this second single from the upcoming album. Now, do we have a roundabout date for this new album?
Early next year, I think in March or April, around there, yeah.
Well, you heard it here first on Saturday Night Country here at ABC Country, Australia's home of country music, where we love Sarah Storer. We love celebrating new music. It's so lovely to catch up, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Beck.
There she is, Sarah Storer, and here it is, across Australia for the first time ever, Sarah's brand new song, Layers.
ABC Radio, you're with Saturday Night Country.